Hey everyone, welcome back. As you all know, the official release of Zenless Zone Zero is just one day away. So in this video, let's take a look at the basic combat system and how to build your team. In Zenless Zone Zero, you will form a team of 3 agents and 1 Bangbu to fight in battles. Looking at the screen, you can see the agent's HP in the green bar on the upper left. The bar below shows the energy used for special attacks with the E button. If the energy exceeds the indicated part, the special attack is upgraded to an extra special attack, consuming some energy when used. Regular special attacks do not consume energy. Agent with a special gauge or resources can check here. The large number below is the decibel rating. When it reaches the maximum of 3000, you can use the ultimate attack. The decibel rating is shared by the entire team, so if one agent uses the ultimate, the decibel goes back to 0. You can also check the enemy's information. The green bar above shows the enemy's HP, and the bar and number below indicate the enemy's days value. Days increases as the enemy is attacked, and when it reaches 100, the enemy is stunned. If your team has at least 2 agents and you hit a stunned enemy with a heavy attack, you can trigger a chain attack. The final hit of a normal attack, special attacks, and ultimate attacks all have heavy attack effects. When fighting elite enemies, you can trigger chain attacks twice in a row. With the boss enemies, you can trigger chain attack 3 times. With normal enemies, you can trigger chain attack once, but you can trigger consecutive chain attacks in some cases. For example, when Sogaku used the chain attack, another normal enemy's days value filled up, allowing for another chain attack. Also, the fewer the team members you have, the fewer chain attacks you can perform. Lastly, some Bangbus also have chain attack ability. If you have such a Bangbus in your team, their chain attack options will appear when you first trigger a chain attack. Note that Bangbus chain attack do not count towards the chain attack limit. For example, if you start with Bangbus chain attack, you can use 4 consecutive chain attack in total with boss enemy. Also, if you don't choose Bangbu when the chain attack starts, you cannot use it within the same turn. Switching team members is very flexible. Press the spacebar to switch to the next agent, and press the C button to switch to the previous agent. If you switch when the yellow effect appears on the enemy, you can trigger a perfect assist. Melee characters will parry the enemy attack, and ranged characters will dodge the enemy attack. You can also perform consecutive parries with the follow-up attack. Perfect assists use assist points, which are shown as yellow circle on the right side of the screen. You can have up to 6 assist points. If you run out of assist points, perfect assist become perfect dodge. Assist points can be recovered through chain attacks, with each chain attack restoring 1 point. So it is recommended to use perfect assist effectively in battles to quickly stun enemies and deal damage, then recharge assist points with chain attacks. Note that Bangbu's chain attack do not restore assist points. To check the chain attack or team switch rules, look at the agent order in the upper left corner of the screen. During a chain attack, left click to switch to the previous agent, and right click to switch to the next agent. For example, if the agents are ordered 1, 2, and 3, left clicking switches to agent 3, and right clicking switches to agent 2. Of course, you can also just watch the screen and choose, since there is some buffer time during chain attacks. The same goes for team switching. The spacebar switches to agent 2, and the C button switches to agent 3. Now let's look at the individual agent screen. Here you mainly need to check 3 things: the agent faction, attribute, and specialty. Let's use the first pickup agent, Ellen, as an example. Ellen belongs to Victoria Housekeeping, has the Ice attribute, and her specialty is attack. Faction is important when forming a team because agents from the same faction can add additional abilities in core skills. It's convenient to think that agents from same faction are giving a buff to each other. Attributes affect damage based on enemy resistance and can trigger attribute anomalies. Attribute also plays a role in adding additional abilities in core skill, so it's good to include agents with the same attribute or faction when forming a team. Lastly, there are 5 types of specialties. Attack specialty agents have high attack stats and serve as the main damage dealers. The stun specialty agents can quickly increase the enemy's stage value and inflict stun on enemies. The other specialties are more of supporting role, so usually you include attack and stun agents in your team first and fill the remaining spots flexibly. Elon will be your main dealer, and next let's choose a stun agent. Currently, the stun specialties are Lycaon, Coletta, and MB. Among them, Lycaon is recommended because of the same faction and attribute. For the last spot, we have Alexandrina and Korin from the same faction, and Sogaku with the same attribute. Since Sogaku can increase the team size damage, it's best to choose Sogaku to build an ice damage team. This is the basic way to build a team. We'll cover more on team composition and recommended teams in the next video. We have now explored the basic combat system and how to form a team with the agents. In the next video, we'll look at recommended team compositions for early game and other systems. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye guys.